fine. So in yesterday's class, just have given what is Angular and what is AngularJS, these concepts. Okay. Yes. Now, if you observe here, one second. AngularJS. Okay. It is framework of JavaScript. Angular, it is framework of TypeScript. Yes, yeah. So both AngularJS and Angular or client-side scripts execute logics in browser. So here, if you observe this, Angular and AngularJS, these are client-side scripts to execute the logics in browser. Okay, I told you these points. Okay, now, so here I am telling you they used TypeScript from version 2.0 onwards. Okay, so version 1.x we are calling as AngularJS. To implement the packages of AngularJS, what the technology they use is the JavaScript. And to implement the packages of Angular, okay, they use the technology TypeScript. So now the main question is, what is difference between JavaScript and TypeScript? Okay, that is the main concept. Okay, what are the benefits we have in this TypeScript compared with JavaScript? Okay, so why this Angular means that Angular team belongs to Google Corporation? Yes, why this Angular team uses TypeScript from version 2 onwards? So that concept we are going to discuss now. Okay, fine. Now here, but the main thing is, if you take TypeScript, what is TypeScript? It is super set of JavaScript. Yes, yeah. TypeScript is nothing but the superset of JavaScript. So what is the meaning of superset? It is supporting all the functionalities of JavaScript. Yes, additionally, few more functionalities are available. You understand this concept? So TypeScript is superset of JavaScript. It is supporting all the features of JavaScript. Additionally, few more features are available. So like here, what is the data types? Next one here, object-oriented programming support. Like that, many advanced features are available in this TypeScript compared with the JavaScript. Okay. Yeah. Now here, what are these main features we will discuss here? Yeah. So JavaScript is loosely typed script. Yes. TypeScript is type safe. So if you take JavaScript is loosely typed script. So what is meaning of loosely typed script? It is not supporting data types. It is not supporting any data types. We are calling it as loosely typed script. Okay. Yes. So at the time of variable declaration in JavaScript, not possible to provide the data types like number, string, okay, integer, string, boolean. These type of data types we can't provide. If we take this TypeScript at the time of variable declarations, we can provide the data types. Okay. So now here, You want to create any variable in JavaScript, simply we are using where serial number is equal to 100. Like that, we are using this concept. Okay. You want to create any variable in JavaScript, simply we are using this way of declaration. So what is where? Where is not any data type. So what is where exactly I will discuss after a few sessions. Okay. Anyhow, here we are using so where serial number is equal to 100 like that. But there is no specific data type we are providing here. But in TypeScript, you want to declare a variable here where serial number colon number is equal to 100. Means we are providing a specific data type. That is possible in TypeScript. Okay. Now you can ask me a question. Sir, what is the problem for not supporting any data types? Yes, that question you can ask me. So what is the problem if variable is not supporting any data types? So problem is you can store any type of value. Means in this JavaScript, in a single variable, I can store number, I can store string, I can store any other Boolean data type, etc. Okay, so that is the main concept of loosely typed languages. But problem will come at the time of logic's execution. For example, I'm performing some arithmetic operations based on the input values. Okay, those input values we are storing in variables. So if input values are numbers, then it will execute, that logic will execute successfully. In case if user is passing any string or any other type value, then it creates issue with that logics. Means those calculations will not execute properly. Means finally user will get the improper outputs. These type of chances are there to get the unexpected results. Means mismatch results we can get if user is passing invalid data. That's why compulsory we are restricting the variables with specific data type. Then user must pass the relevant data only. If any other data if user is passing here, it creates issue. Is it clear? That is the concept of this. So that's why if you take JavaScript is not supporting any data types, and TypeScript is supporting different types of data types. That's the first point. Next one. JavaScript not supports object-oriented programming concepts. Understand this? Yeah. JavaScript is not supporting OOPS concepts. Okay. So JavaScript is not object-oriented programming script. It is object-based. Means we can create the objects, and even we can also use classes. Okay, and inheritance. These type of concepts we can use, but it is not fully object-oriented program. Means it is not supporting object-oriented, all object-oriented programming concepts. Like interfaces, not support. Abstract classes, not supporting. Namespaces, not supporting. These type of issues are there in JavaScript. Okay, but if you take here, TypeScript is fully object-oriented. Is it clear? TypeScript is fully object-oriented program. It supports all object-oriented programming concepts. That is one more big advantage which we have this TypeScript. Okay, yes. Next one, JavaScript is interpreted script and TypeScript is compiler. Yes. Yeah. So if you take this point, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is interpreted script and TypeScript is compiler script. In JavaScript, line by line execution in the statements, line by line execution is there. For example, they have written 100 lines of coding. Yes, they have written 100 lines of coding. So here, one by one, line by line, it is executing. If any error is there, it stops the execution in that specific position. Yes, and once you rectify and re-execute, then it will check for the next error. Means at a time it is checking for single error only. You understand this? At a time it is checking for single error. So that is the main problem. It is JavaScript. But if you take TypeScript, TypeScript is compiler script. What the meaning of this compiler script here? Yes. So it compiles the complete code at a time and display the for more better idea. So here on JavaScript program I'm creating now. Yes. Save this in desktop. Demo2.html I've given. So something JavaScript code I'm placing here. I'm displaying the messages like so alert got I'm given. Alert display the message box. Alert we are using to display the message box. Next one alert with the given and alert John. Like that I've taken these three statements here. One is got, next one Amit, next one is John. Now come to this demo2.html. Yes. We're getting the output here. Scott, Amit, John. Like they're getting this out. For example, I'm deleting this alert. And here something mistake I've given. And here I'm removing this open close quotations like this. Okay. I've given like this. Means in these 3 lines, errors are there. Now what the result of this? If I refresh, no output we are getting. Right click and inspect. So JavaScript errors you can see in this console. Right click, inspect and console. Uncaught syntax error. Okay. What is that? Invalid or unexpected token. Like that it displays this message. Okay. So here it displays the message from line number 4. Okay. Yes. Mean this error it displays here. Now place this, save and refresh. Then ALER is not defined. Yes. We have to use ALER. Save this. Now message box it comes here. After that here ALRT is not defined. So again you have to use ALERT. Means what is the problem here? So at a time it is displaying only one error. Once you rectify that one, then it is going for the next error. It displays the next error message. That is the concept of this. But initially it displays only single error. So but actually this is not good for programmer, because every time we need to run this application, then only you will get the error messages. Okay. If it is displaying all errors at a time, it is very, very helpful for us. If it is compiler language, that compiler displays all errors at a time. Okay. So that is the main advantage of this. So like that, so JavaScript errors point of view, JavaScript is not that much supportive for us. You understand this one? Yes. So here, JavaScript errors we can find at runtime. Okay. TypeScript errors we can find at compiled time. Yes. So when the JavaScript errors are displaying here at runtime, you can get the errors in JavaScript. Means you have to run the application, then only it displays the error messages. That displays only single error. Okay. But if you take TypeScript errors, okay, we can find it compile time here. So in compile time only displays the all errors. Okay, that's the main advantage of this. Is this clear? Yes. So next one here, JavaScript. Okay. Yeah. JavaScript code is used and TypeScript code is simple. Yes, in JavaScript coding is huge. Okay, very huge coding we need to write. but TypeScript coding is very simple than JavaScript. So like that, these are the main advantages we have in this TypeScript compared with JavaScript. So mainly data type support is there, and the complete object-oriented programming support is there. Yes, yeah. So here it supports data types, and OOP support we have, and interpreted script. JavaScript is interpreted script, but our TypeScript is compiler script. And JavaScript errors we can find at runtime. TypeScript errors we can find at compile time. Okay, and JavaScript coding is very huge coding, but TypeScript coding is very simple coding. Yes, these are the main advantages in this TypeScript compared with JavaScript. Because of this only, so in this Angular from Angular means from version 2 onwards, they used TypeScript to develop the packages. In old version Angularjs means version 1, they used JavaScript. Okay. Yes. So now in this concept, if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Yes. You can directly speak with me, or you can send a message. Any questions you have? See, JavaScript is browser dependent. That is in old days, not in current situation. Yes. So now JavaScript is supporting any type of browser. Is it clear? Browser dependent means it is executing. It is executing browser only, but it supports any type of browser. TypeScript will not run on server side. TypeScript is also client side script. Okay. So JavaScript, TypeScript, these two technologies comes under client side scripts. Node.js, if you take, that is server side script. And Java, JSP, servlets, server side script. PHP, server side script. ASP.NET is server side script. But JavaScript, TypeScript, all these scripts comes under client side. Yes. Now, for Angular, we need to learn TypeScript. Okay. So that's why I will discuss the TypeScript concepts first. Once TypeScript is completed, then only I will start the Angular framework discussion, everything. Okay. Here, TypeScript is required for us. Yes. I think all of you clear with this concept, no doubts, right? Fine.
Sir, we are using TypeScript, right, instead of JavaScript. So what is the disadvantage, sir? Like we are using TypeScript instead of JavaScript. Maybe some things will be there in JavaScript. Some concept will be there in JavaScript that we can't use in TypeScript. Like that.
No. Each and every concept in JavaScript, yes, we can use in TypeScript. That's why we are calling it as superset. Understand? Okay. Yeah. Each and every concept which we have in JavaScript, so that we can use in TypeScript.
Okay. Yes.
Otherwise, we don't call it as a superset of JavaScript. For example, in 95% concepts or similarities are there. Even though we don't call as superset, 100% if it is supporting, then we can, same concepts are there. Okay, then we can call it a superset. Okay, TypeScript is superset of JavaScript.
Okay. Yeah.
Next. Okay. Fine. Now I will give you the clarity. What are the differences we have? Angular, JS, and Angular. Yes, this topic we are discussing. Yeah, already in yesterday's class we have discussed this concept here. Yes. So some features we have discussed. What are the features we discussed here? Supports data binding. Next one, supports single page application. Okay, like that. These are common features. So what are the differences we have between these two? Those differences we're discussing now. Yes, come to this point here. So Angular JS is, yeah, one point, you know, what is that? JavaScript, yeah, framework, and Angular is TypeScript framework. Yes, that's the first point. Next one, Angular JS not supports, so capital letter, small letter, anything we can use here, don't worry about that. Support data types and oops, but Angular supports. This is also known point. Yes, yes. Next one, Angular JS. In Angular JS, okay, we don't use classes. Classes. In Angular, we can use classes. Yes, in Angular JS, we don't use classes, but in Angular, we can use the classes. Is it clear? Yes. Next one. So class, what is class? What is object? We will discuss later. All these points here. Okay. Next one. Angular JS is modular programming, and Angular is component. Yes. So Angular JS is what? Modular program. And Angular is component program. What is module? What is component? Just little bit idea I will provide you. So functions we are creating as modules and components. You understand this? Yes. We can create the functions as modules and components. So in Angular JS, we are creating as modules, and Angular we are calling them as components. So in Angular JS, modules we are creating with the help of function. Okay, so module one function is there. By using this function, we can create the modules. Means logics we are maintaining the form of functions. But when you are coming to this Angular, okay, in this Angular, okay, we can maintain the modules using classes. So that's why here component, Angular is the component program. I will explain you how to create the component and how to link the HTML file with the component. All these concepts we'll discuss. Yes, component programming is faster than modular programming. That's the main point of this. Is this clear? Yes. Once again, if you observe here, so component programming is very faster than modular program. Yes. Yeah. So that's why Angular is around 6 times more faster than Angular JS. That is, you can check in web. You can find out this one. Okay. So very, very fast because of component programming. Is it clear? Yes. Next one. Angular JS. Yes. Angular JS. If you take this Angular JS, yes, this Angular JS, okay, is good for data binding and single page applications, okay, but not much support for mobile browsers. Okay. Yeah. So if you take AngularJS is good for data binding, and we can also easily work with single page applications. I will explain you how to use this data binding and single page application, but not that much supportive for mobile applications. Okay. Next one here, Angular is built based on mobile browsers. Means AngularJS project is not properly working on mobile browser. If you open that website with mobile browser, it will not support. Okay, but Angular is built, especially it is built based on mobile browser. Okay, so that's why we can easily open the Angular application with any type of mobile. Is it clear? Not only laptop and computers. Okay, so we can also open through mobiles. Next one, Angular JS. Okay, if you take this AngularJS functionalities are available in a single file, that is angular.js file. Yes, AngularJS functionalities are available in a single file. Okay, so what is that file? Angular.js file. So we need to download this file and we can work with that, but all functionalities are available in single file. That's why this file, entire file is loading. So if you want to use one or two or three or few functionalities, even they need to load all functionalities. Angular is not like that. So each concept is divided into one package. Okay, so we can call them as node packages. So based on our requirement, only that package we are calling. Is it clear? That is the concept of this. Yes, now here Angular functionalities are available in the form of node packages. Yes, yeah. So different types of packages are there: core, common, compiler, platform browser, dynamic. Like that, we have different types of packages. In the form of packages, those functionalities are available. Is this clear? Yes. So next one here. Yeah. AngularJS script is visible on browser view source. Yes. So here every browser contains that view source option, right? Yes. Yeah. In this browser view source, okay, AngularJS script is visible. So if you create any website with AngularJS, if you use a right click and select view page source, then you can see the code of this. But Angular, if you take here, Angular script is not visible on browser view source. Yes. So in this browser view source, that script is not visible. Okay, that is one more advantage. Okay. Next one here, Angular supports material design controls to create rich web applications. Yes. So actually, Bootstrap, if you take, in this Bootstrap, material design controls are available, like Bootstrap text box, Bootstrap button, material design text box, material design button, like that, these are available. But Angular is also providing those material design controls. Okay, these are very, very helpful for us to work with the rich web applications. We want to create rich web applications. That point of view in this, yes, material design. Okay, yes. So these are the main advantages we have in this Angular compared with the AngularJS. Because of these reasons only, we are working with this Angular. Okay, so Angular application performance is very, very faster. And next one supports object oriented programming. Okay, and the next one supports data types. Okay, so like that. So not only these points, internally, for example, single page application point of view today, Angular is providing more features than AngularJS in this single page application point of view. So like that, we have huge advantages in this Angular compared with Angular.js. Is it clear? Yes. These are the main differences which we have. Okay. I think you got clarity in this point of view. Okay. So any more queries you have, you can ask me now. In this concept, you have any doubts, you can ask me. All of you clear with these points? Yes or no?
Sir, Angular script is not visible on browser users, right? So you can't debug as well using a dev tool.
See, I am telling our browser view source. Is it clear? So for debugging, we don't use view source now.
Okay.
For debugging, we have to go with that developer tools sub browser. In the developer tools source files, there we can choose and we can put the breakpoint. Okay, that is a different concept. I'm telling about view source, page source. There it is not available.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Next. And here we can also debug in Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Okay, I will explain how to work with the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Okay, so in this Microsoft Visual Studio Code also we can debug the Angular script. Okay, yes. Next. Any more queries? So all of you clear with this now? Yeah. So now here, first we need to start TypeScript concepts. Okay. Yes. TypeScript. Yeah. How to download this TypeScript and how to work with these TypeScript concepts, that is very, very important for us. So around we are discussing these TypeScript concepts 10 days, 10 to 15 days like that. Okay, 10 days minimum we are discussing here, later based on the time requirement. Okay, once these TypeScript concepts are completed, then only I will start the Angular concepts. Because without knowledge on this TypeScript, we cannot access the Angular packages. So if you take Angular packages, these Angular packages implemented based on TypeScript. Yes, all Angular packages are implemented based on TypeScript. That's why, so without knowledge on this TypeScript, we cannot work with these Angular packages. That's the main point. Yes, yeah. Clear? So first we'll start this TypeScript. Before that, some examples of websites using Angular and why. I didn't get your question. Sai CH. Sai CH. You can directly ask me that question.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Is this Sai? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Sai, what is your doubt?
Some of the websites like Gmail will be using Angular, no, sir. Why they are using Angular apart from other
Why Gmail is using Angular, you're asking, right?
Yes, sir.
Not only Gmail. Okay. Different websites using Angular. So already I told you now the features, data binding is there. There's application concept. Many directives support is there. And many services, validation point of it is very flexible. Like that we have different advantages.
Okay, sir.
So that's why I will explain those all concepts. Anyhow, Angular is providing many features. That reason only we are using this Angular. Yes, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, material UI concepts and material design controls both are same. Bootstrap material UI is there. Here also material UI design controls also can call. UI means designing. Yes. Sachin, clear? Yeah. Yeah, I will discuss all material design controls. Another one is asking some query. Who is this?
Hello.
Yeah. Who is this?
Jagdish, sir.
Jagadish.
Sir, for security purpose, which one is the best? Means Django is there and Angular.
Yeah, Jagdish. Tell me, Jagdish.
Hello.
Yeah, Jagdish, tell me.
In security, Angular is best, sir.
So you asking me, you compared with other technology like Django or something? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Actually, Django, Jagdish, Django is a client-side script or server-side script? Django is not client-side, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. And security is depending upon so many constraints, Jagdish. So here, not only in technology point of view, okay, security is depending in so many constraints. First of all, so security loophole, the big security loophole is nothing but protocols. When the data is transferring between browser and server, when the data is transferred between browser and server, then there is chance to hack the information by user. Okay, so first we need to cover that area by using HTTPS protocols. We are using SSL protocols, SSL secure socket layer. Next one, database is also one of the reasons for security losing. Okay, like there many concepts are there, not only server-side script. Okay, so all these areas if you cover, then only that application is secured. We don't say Java is secured, we don't say PHP secured, we don't say like that in technology is that specific technology secure like that. First point, understand. Okay, security is not only depending upon server-side programming, it is depending upon protocols, it is depending upon database, even it is depending upon client-side also, because in client-side SQL injection, DOM sanitization, these type of concepts also creating the security loopholes. So we need to cover all these areas, then only we can provide the complete secured application. Okay. Yes. Next. In front end, I will discuss how to manage the JSON web tokens, how to work with this DOM sanitization and data sanitization. So these concepts we'll discuss in front end. Okay, fine. Now one more person is trying to talk to me. Okay, fine. Now come to the next point here. Yes. So we need to start our discussion with TypeScript. Already I told you here. So it is product of Microsoft. Who implemented this TypeScript? Microsoft implemented. Okay. It is superset of JavaScript used to implement client-side. This superset of JavaScript, and we are using this to implement the client-side logics. Is it clear? Yes. Means we can call them as browser logics. Okay. And some programming points I will discuss with you. Okay. So TypeScript is type safe. Okay. So means it supports data types here. The next one, TypeScript file extension should be .ts. Yes, what is the file extension of TypeScript here? It should be .ts. So like login.ts, registration.ts, like that we are creating here. In this TypeScript, we are accessing the Angular features for more additional functionalities. Is it clear? Means our coding is TypeScript coding only. We are working with TypeScript coding only. So if you take AngularJS, JavaScript coding, in JavaScript coding, we are accessing the AngularJS functionalities. But in this Angular, we are using TypeScript coding. Yes. TypeScript file extension should be, what is that? .ts. Is this clear? Yes. Now, TypeScript is case sensitive. What the meaning of case sensitive? Okay, that particular cases we need to follow. Okay, that it is following camel case. It is following what? Camel case. So TypeScript is case sensitive and it is following that camel case. What is the meaning of camel case? Camel case is nothing but, yes, every word first character is capital letter. For example, if any functionality has multiple words combination, if one function name is there, it contains many words, then so every word first character is capital letter, like that. That is a camel case here. I think some functions we have in JavaScript also camel case, get element by ID and create element, like that. Means every word first character is capital letter. Yes, yeah. Every statement TypeScript should terminate with either semicolon, okay, or enter key. A new line. Enter key means new line. Okay, we can just 1 second. A new line. Every statement is terminating with either semicolon or new line. So just like other languages, you can use semicolon as a separator between one statement and another statement, or else we can use new line also. Is this clear? Yes. Any one of these two we can use. Got it? Fine. Next point. TSC is a command to compile TypeScript. So what is the command we are using here? TSC. So this command we are using to compile the TypeScript code. So it stands for TypeScript compiler. For example, we created login.ts file. Then how can we compile TSC login.ts, TSC registration dot. Like that here, different types of, okay, 1 second. Like that we are using different types of extensions, files we have. So every file we can compile by using TSC command, TypeScript compiler command. So these are the basic programming points. Now how to install this TypeScript and how to work with this concept. So we need to discuss about that. Okay. So first of all, one student asked me one question, sir, what are the prerequisites to learn this Angular? So TypeScript is the prerequisites. Okay, we should have idea on this TypeScript. So that's why I'm starting with TypeScript. Once TypeScript is completed, then you can easily work with the remaining functionalities of Angular. Okay, so this is very important for us. TypeScript is very important because so Angular is the framework of TypeScript. Okay, yes. So that's why first I started this TypeScript concept. Now we need to discuss how to install this TypeScript and how to work with this TypeScript programming. Okay, so that concept we will discuss from tomorrow onwards. Yes. So every browser contains engines, a V8 engine. That engine only this Angular is taking as supporting engine for this execution. Typeset means nothing is there. It is providing the data types. That's why so variable is safe. So there is no chance to place the mismatch value in that variable. So if we declare it as integer, then we can store number only. We cannot store string. And if we declare it as Boolean, then we can store Boolean value only. Like that, that is type safe. I will show you how to create the variables, everything we'll discuss. Yes, yeah. Fine. So this is today's second demo, and tomorrow I will take how to download this TypeScript and how to install this TypeScript. These concepts we'll discuss from tomorrow onwards. Okay. So starting 3 classes, I will take only 50 minutes like that. Later, our time is 1 hour, 10 minutes like that I will spend with you.
So,
Yeah.
in difference between AngularJS and Angler, in that AngularJS functionalities are available in single file AngularJS. Can you explain that statement once again? Difference between
Nothing is there. If you observe here, okay, this file is there. This file is there. Yes, your name is Kalyani or some, what is that? What is your name?
Swati. Yeah.
Yes. So this file is that this Angular.js file. So Angular.js related all features are available in this file. Is it clear? So once you download this file and if you use here, that is enough.
Okay.
But Angular, if you take here, Angular functionalities are available in the form of packages. Different packages are there. Okay. So means nothing is there. Every concept they divided as one separate package. For example, routing concept that is available in one package. And data binding that is available in one package, like that. Is it clear? So we are calling that package based on the requirement.
Okay, got it.
That specific package. So we need to download those packages from node repositories. How to work with the node repository, I will discuss with you tomorrow class.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any more queries? Yeah, fine. Tomorrow's session will discuss how to work with this TypeScript, how to install and how to start the program with this TypeScript. These points we'll discuss. Okay. Yes. Duration of this course is okay. Yeah. So 60 days. Already I told you in yesterday class only. I will match this batch in 6 p.m. batch. Okay. So within couple of days, means after 1 week, your timings would be 6 to 7:10. Okay. Yeah. Short span. Fine. You can leave now. Thank you.